Bitcoin to reach 200,000 per coin, according to top crypto analyst Dave the Wave. Here's his timeline. Here's his outlook. And shout out to Bridget Netter. I appreciate you subbing to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Let's go. Here we go. The trader who accurately called the crypto market crash of 2021 is predicting the Bitcoin will soar to a massive value in 2025. Synonymous analyst Dave the Wave tells his followers on X the Bitcoin could come close to the $200,000 level in less than 2 years. Quoting him here alongside the chart, Bitcoin just shy of 200,000 per coin in 2025 based on this prediction. Let me know if you feel that could be a very realistic target. Me personally, I've already told you my thoughts. I pretty much repeat myself each and every day. I can see the cycle peak also occurring in 2025. I think that's the most likely scenario because every previous halving, we've hit the cycle peak the year preceding the halving. The first halving in 2012, we hit the cycle peak in 2013. The second halving in 2016, we hit the cycle peak in 2017. You remember it was roughly 20,000. Then in 2020, the following year in 2021, we hit the cycle peak, which is the current all-time high back on November 10th of 2021 at 69,000. So if history is to rhyme, I'm anticipating a cycle peak as well in 2025. However, I believe that 200,000 is bearish, hence why 220,000 level would be my bearish scenario. My optimistic bullish scenario would be $500,000 per coin, and in a little bit I'll tell you why I think that could realistically happen. Anyways, Dave the Wave estimates that the Bitcoin log monthly moving average convergence divergence, known as the LMACD, a long-term momentum indicator, as well as the Fibonacci extension levels, will keep track of potential areas of support and resistance. And looking at his chart, the trader suggests that the LMACD indicator is showing Bitcoin has reached a market bottom and is in an uptrend that will reach nearly $200,000 by October of 2025. Now, I want to know your thoughts in the live chat family. Do you think we will hit the cycle peak this year in 2024, or do you think it's more likely to occur in 2025? And what are your thoughts on hitting this target that the analyst is predicting of 200,000 per coin? Holla at your boy. That's roughly, what, a 4x from the current price action. The trader also used his version of the log curves, LGC, which aims to forecast the Bitcoin market cycle highs and lows while filtering out the short-term volatility. As he shares here, Bitcoin solid and sideward within the range so far. Now, according to the trader's chart, the LGC's support levels could be tested at the longer-term end of the channel near 30,000 or potentially 38,000 if its shorter ascending channel stays intact. The trader believes that the log chart accurately provides a longer-term view of the Bitcoin price action. As he shares here, it is really astounding the effect in time that has on our perceptions. Just 3 years ago, the current Bitcoin price in the 40,000 range was blowing everyone's mind, where today it is thought all a bit passé. Now, this has something, I think, to do with time preference, where those with a high time preference are very much focused on the present-minded, while those with the low on the future, a more elastic frame of mind. So there you have it, my crypto fam. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the crypto analyst and his $200,000 Bitcoin price prediction. Now back to JV's prediction. Why am I optimistic that we can see a bullish scenario for this cycle peak in 2025? There's so many bullish catalysts. I'm going to touch upon some of them. Bitcoin halving is going to occur in roughly 2 months. The biggest catalyst in the crypto sphere, which only occurs every 4 years. What's different this cycle that we didn't have previous cycle? The obvious is the institutional FOMO. That's right. Institutions right now are currently accumulating and buying up 10 times the current daily supply of Bitcoin. After the halving, when the miner rewards get slashed in half like a samurai, you already know what's going to happen. That's going to double to 20x the supply just from the ETFs purchasing it up. You know what I mean? So this is going to lead to a supply shock. They say there's probably less than 2 million Bitcoin even available on the exchanges right now. Then what happens when you add into the mix the MicroStrategies, and their plan is to accumulate 5% of the circulating supply, which means MicroStrategy is looking to accumulate another 1 million Bitcoin. They only have 200,000 right now. They own roughly 1% of the circulating Bitcoin supply. And if you take into the account all the Bitcoin lost and gone forever, MicroStrategy really holds 1.25%-ish bullish of the circulating Bitcoin supply. And I covered down that math yesterday on the podcast. Now, besides MicroStrategy, that's just one company. There's a lot of publicly traded company. We have billionaires. We have Tim Drapers. We have Ricardo Salinas. We have freaking Max Kaiser. We have Kathy Wood. They're all accumulating like it ain't no thing. Just Fidelity and BlackRock, some of the largest asset managers in the world, just those two collectively already hold 140,000 Bitcoin. All the ETFs within their first month already collectively hold over 180,000 Bitcoin. And that's not even taken into consideration sovereign wealth fund adoption. I've shared on the pod, there is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia looking to get into Bitcoin. They're already doing business with the largest bank in Japan, along with the largest oil company in the world, looking to get into digital assets. We also have the Qatar looking to convert potentially a $500 billion sovereign wealth fund into Bitcoin. And we also have nation state adoption. There are many nations which can potentially adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender this year in 2024, following in the footsteps of Nayib Bukele. We also have game theory playing out in real time. We have Hong Kong on the verge of launching their first spot Bitcoin ETF. They already have their first applicant. We also have the beautiful nation of El Salvador looking to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF. And there's probably other nations we're not even thinking about that are probably going to do the same, potentially in the Middle East. I can see an ETF coming out of there, potentially Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The list goes on and on. You now have the BRICS movement, which is the de-dollarization away from the dollar, and it's doubling and growing bigger and bigger by the week. We now have in that, you have Iran, you now have the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, you have Egypt, all joined the BRICS alliance more recently. So this is a pretty big deal. There are so many bullish catalysts that exist now that did not exist the previous halvings, right? That's why I'm so bullish. And I think we can potentially hit that bullish target of $500,000 per coin. But let me know your thoughts, fam, in the live chat.